And we are back with the next part of Ninja Gaiden's class.
And I decide to use a new costume.
New costumes are always fun, aren't they?
Yeah, do you recognize this one?
I don't know. I can't see it right now.
You can.
Now I can. Ooh.
So yeah, does it look familiar to you?
Not really that, but it looks nice.
I think it was supposed to be a Dead or Alive thing.
Ah. I have not played too many Dead or Alive games.
I didn't play any. I'm just going on what I read. I'm surprised it didn't outright kill Ryu.
Yeah. But you know what kills you doesn't make you, or it does make you stronger, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. There we go.
What doesn't kill Ryu makes him that much weaker.
Yeah. let's put an arrow to the moon.
Oh, well there's two right there.
Okay. Ooh.
That looked kind of painful. Yeah, that golden scarab right there is the bane of my existence for my normal playthrough. That's the one I missed and couldn't get back to later.
Uh-huh. Here he comes.
Yeah, and right there, for some reason, that rocket that was fired at me vanished when I paused the game right there.
Huh.
Because of that, I had to test something. I just wanted to know if pausing got rid of it, and it didn't.
Gotcha. Apparently you are faster than guns.
Yeah, and that's where I found out that that thing didn't work.
Like where that's off.
Nice little ponytail Ryu. Why would you stab me and then kick me? If you stab me, you should probably shoot me.
Hey, I guess they're not very smart.
But there's trained soldiers. Why?
Just because they're trained doesn't mean they don't do dumb mistakes. Oh, the elixir of life. Another scarab. Oh. Let's go back to the shuriken.
It's a windmill shuriken. I just went back to it because I decided screw it. I wasn't going to do that shortcut. No point.
Okay.
And oddly enough, the windmill shuriken is one of the best weapons I found for that fight that you would otherwise skip with the speedrunning trick.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of dull when there's no music.
Yeah. Should we put on our own music?
Nah, oh, there's the fight that you skip.
Oh, okay.
You get a whole bunch of these drones that. And Ryu will just automatically throw it in the general direction of the drones.
There it goes. Ouchie.
I really don't like those drones because they get really annoying.
Oh.
If Ryu didn't flinch or go flying whenever he was hit by those, it wouldn't bother me so much.
How many more do you got to go?
Enough to the point where I actually missed the time bonus.
Oh, wow.
And it's mostly because I took too long in killing them. Oh, music start. I like the song, it just fits a warehouse.
If only I could hear it.
Yeah. I actually kind of got lost here in one of my runs, and it took so long that I just started over.
Oh, that's fun.
Because, I mean, like, after this part, I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. Darn it. Can't you see how annoying those things are? Like, you can't see them, and those lasers hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah, that sucks.
At this point, I got annoyed with them and just pulled out the APFS DES cores. That's a mouthful, Jesus.
Yeah, let's try to say that 5 times fast.
I probably could with practice. Where's that last one? Oh, there it is. Ow.
There it is. It got you.
Honestly, I should have just used the arrows for this part. It would have been much more efficient because I could pick up more here.
Yep. Oh wow.
And last time, the thing that caused me to waste so much time because I couldn't figure out what to do. You know that first switch that I saw in here?
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing my other run, I couldn't find it and I got stuck.
Gotcha.
It was actually quite embarrassing because I walked right past it several times. However, I didn't feel like using the lift, so I kind of cheat and do that.
I'm waiting. I look cool because I'm waiting.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you don't even have to hit the first switch that I hit. You just have to hit the one, the one that moves this platform, because you can just skip the whole thing.
Oh, looks like it.
Are these chests even shut?
I don't know.
Because they shouldn't just be popping open.
But then again, he is kicking them.
And kicking a lock will open it.
Apparently, the way he does it.
Because in order for that to work, it has to be not shut in the first place, or not locked anyways.
Or maybe one of his toenails is like a key slot or something. I don't know.
Certainly doesn't look like it.
Well, they're not going to pay attention to that much detail.
You know, when I when I swing my sword against something, I expect it to leave a mark.
This is Xbox, not Xbox 360.
It's the same thing in the Xbox 360. Ryu's sword will kill people, but it won't even mark metal.
That's the Xbox way.
Does that in the PS3. Music change. This one.
Right, but you're playing an Xbox game on an Xbox 360. PS3 version was updated.
The PS3 still has the same issue.
Oh. Well, then they decided not to fix it.
I'm partially kicking myself for not just pulling out the explosive arrows.
Yeah, slicing dice is always fun.
The explosive arrows would have been much more efficient, as one arrow will one-shot these guys. An arrow one-shots them, but it takes 2 slashes to the neck to kill somebody.
Logic. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
I also like how you can shoot 4 rockets from one load. I also like how you can cut somebody's knees and their head blows up. But that's Resident Evil 4 for you.
It makes a lot of sense. Because it's the ninja way. I
like how Ryu specifically hits the head when he does that. Like, even if they're knocked down or not, or too high for him to actually hit the neck, he'll still hit them. You alright?
Oh, I'm good. I am dead.
This part looks like fun.
Oh yeah, totally.
I wasn't over there. Where you teleported? Wait, do you turn? Hang on, did that guy just turn on the tank from the top? It looked like he turned a key or something. Unless you need to do that just to turn on the machine gun.
I don't know.
This is a nice little trick I learned. Stand man in the box and you won't get blown up. But don't worry, there's another tank you have to deal with.
Of course there is. Because one would be not enough. You're getting the power of that box. Oh, different. You got fucking blown away on that one.
Yeah, and it didn't occur to me just how little damage the explosive arrows did.
Well, they're definitely not doing a lot. At least not compared to last time.
Well, the first time I wasn't using explosive arrows, I was using the cores.
Oh.
They're made of tungsten, which deals more damage. And honestly, I thought the box I was at earlier gave me explosive arrows, but it turns out it was the first one I was at that gave me the cores.
Ah.
If I had known that, I would have just picked them up.
There you go.
Honestly, I hate fighting those back to back. They just have so much HP.
Oh well, you did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Yeah.
Why did I know you were going to do that?
Oh god. I was watching Go Halo Go with my brother earlier. He was laughing at that.
Oh, you know that fence I just ran up? I actually didn't even see it until I hit it. Believe it or not, it just blended into the background. And I so wanted to save back there because I just fought two bosses, but I wasn't very confident in my ability to do this.
No, he's getting fucking hit.
So I had to do this to get the blue essence over here. And I stopped just in time to prevent it from getting put into my sword.
Good. I'm gonna pop that.
To be honest, this is also a pretty short chapter. As long as you know what you're doing. I like how the arrows defy physics.
Yeah. What is it doing? Keep that thing down.
You have to admit, this helicopter is a lot more durable than the first one we fought.
Yeah.
The last time it took 3 arrows. This thing's taking a beating.
Yeah, that.
My eyes.
Shitty. Fuck off.
Did that just finish?
Yep. Look at you, you're hopping for joy.
I do enjoy myself here, I'll admit that. And I'm also kicking myself for not increasing my life bar before using my healing items. Because I honestly forgot that I had them. Not these stupid fish. No, get off me. No. Get off.
Oh my god.
You can see why I hate these things. Right?
No, not at all.
And these things aren't even supposed to appear in normal mode until later in the game.
No, I don't see why you hate them at all. I think they're cool.
They'd be fine if they didn't swarm you and go straight for your balls.
Well, you always gotta protect your McNugget.
But they'll distract me by... Oh, look. That wooden sword is so very expensive. Why?
Oh, poor wooden sword.
Or you will not be upgraded today.
Not really.
But I do enjoy what I get here. I get this giant buster sword.
There you go.
You have to admit it's pretty cool. It's called the Dabilaro, and it's a 100-pound sword.
Wow.
Honestly, I should have used explosive arrows here. But you can use...
Well, I guess nothing.
Because, I mean, you actually get a restock for explosives, not the cores, like I thought. Honestly, I should have just shot the last one. But I thought that I had the chance, but I didn't. On the other hand, I do get some essence, so that's nice.
You can do it.
Why is the whole thing blowing up? All I hit were the radio dishes. And here's where I kicked myself when I realized I was using the wrong type of arrow.
You fail, sir. You fail.
Oh, if you want to see fail.
The military's communications are down, and they're organizing...
Oh god, can't wait to see that.
I actually went all the way back here just to get my cores back.
Why?
Because there's very few places where you can actually get them back without having to pay for them. I think there's a grand total of 1, 2, 3 places where you can restock them. So I like to keep my arrows on hand just in case they might be useful. Now here's where I fail. I didn't want to lose the karma bonus, so I tried desperately to kill them from down here.
Gotcha.
But I kind of fail, and I really should have just pulled out my arrows. Like at this point, I really have nothing to lose, so I should just pull out my arrows and shoot the thing. But obviously, I don't seem to be doing that at all.
No, really.
Or I could have just went right there. That certainly did the job.
Yep. I feel something too late.
I think that's a little more than a few seconds, and here's where I fail even more.
Oh.
Like I was with the part guess that I completely ignored the obvious wall to my left. Or right.
Wow.
There we go.
There you go. Wow. Focus, man. Focus.
So if you want to see focus, try walking into a room and when you see 3 people with rocket launchers waiting for you for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Shit.
My question is, why are they here in the first place? They're just standing there with rockets aimed at the door for the first person who walks in. Is it prank their commander day or something?
I don't know. It kind of acts like stormtroopers. Though they do, to their effect, you know, give them credit, they are better shooters than stormtroopers.
What makes you say that?
The stormtroopers can't hit shit.
It's called suppression fire. You're supposed to shoot it in random directions where nobody's at.
Yeah, stupid.
Well, that's a good way to start a fight. Give me 7 seconds for this part. It seems to be not quite enough for 3 people in a narrow room like this.
Yeah, a little bit there.
Gee, what's up with the life of the guy getting those?
Oh.
Honestly, I don't understand the design choice behind this. You're supposed to go to this room that has a locked door by going. I mean, you go through this one room, you kill the enemies, you go through that room to go down an elevator, and then you enter a room that's locked, and then you have to go all the way back to through the rooms you were just at and kill these guys. Dude, what's the logic in that?
I have no clue. Just pop their freaking heads off.
I have to say though, the ending of this chapter is incredibly satisfying. Like, how would you end this chapter?
How would I end it?
Yeah.
By having a girl kiss me. That'd be a good ending. I would say more, but no, I'm just gonna look at it.
This is a very satisfying ending. You ride a train
You ride a train.
that's going in the same direction as another train coming your way.
Okay.
Oh, nice costume change.
Yeah, I guess they didn't think about that one.
But you have to admit, this is how you make a train ending epic. You bust through a wall. But that makes me wonder, why exactly is another train coming this way?
Good question.
Because obviously it's been barricaded and it's not supposed to be used, so why is it sort of SWAT? Actually, how does Ryu get onto the top of this train anyway?
I don't know. I don't really do a lot of things, guys.
I think it's rather dangerous to be on the train.
Not for him.
Choo choo! Seriously, you can't tell me that seeing this explosion like this is not satisfying.
What the fuck is this? Michael Bay?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
Watch
about
me.
that. 22 minutes flat. That's a. I'm kind of surprised I didn't have any spare seconds left over.
Greater than
At least there's a permanent place to restock explosive arrows, but. Yeah, normally once you leave, it takes like a minute or so to do something, but it happens immediately. Normally this doesn't happen until like a minute of wandering around. So So I'm glad I didn't have to wait.
Still little bastard. Oh,
Alright, that's about the end of this part.